Uh-huh. You know what time it is. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go. Tonight, Friday night. Grab that glass of wine. No more work, leave the jerks. Got to look this fine. No time to go to the bar. Create a vibe online. Let's chat, play games. We doing our thing.
It's about to start.
Grab your food and drink and everything to devour. Hold on to your seat cause your laughs will get even louder. Put on your PJs and PZ on the powder.
Hold up.
Let's get sipping cause it is my happy
Now
hour.
run that.
Let's get sipping.
What is good, everybody? Here is Friday night, and you know that's it means it's actually my happy hour. So last week was the premiere of the show, and it was great turnout. Thanks those that came in, checked in, and commented and laughed, and had a great time on our on the first show. Uh, but I really appreciate that. Everything else that's going on, the stress and everything. Like you don't know, like behind the scenes, what's going on when you do a podcast or doing a show or anything like that. It's a lot of things that's going on behind the scenes. Um, Take from experience when I did with Between Frets is like we had to get questions, research everything. We had to figure out how we're going to do the layout in the show and what we talk about in discussions and stuff like that. But yeah, so before we get started on what this show tonight will be, oh god, I am shining like Rudolph, my bad. I've been running around like crazy and stuff that's going on. I will tell you that in a little bit, but those that want the merch or something like that, make sure y'all DM me at the on the show Shorn Happy Hour podcast, and I will put the little thing right here. If you can DM me on Instagram or Facebook, or you can email me. Same thing if you want to become a guest on the show. You can also shoot on Show Happy Hour Podcast at gmail.com. Those that trying to want to do buy a merch or anything like that, I need name, address, if it's a shirt or hoodie, I need to know the size, what color, and I will send you an invoice because based on shipping and stuff like that. So it does apply. And stuff like that. So let me get this out the way. Well, this week, and those who are kind of like that wants to check in, you know what you have to do to check in with me and everything like that. Make sure you can make a comment, or either if you're on YouTube or Facebook, on for the show channel or my personal channel. Just check in, let me know what you're sipping. You know what this is, happy hour. It's about having fun, conversation, and of course drinks. But while I'm waiting for a couple people to come in and check in or typing and whatnot, I will say I'm gonna actually show you what I am drinking this week. This is called Easy Peasy Lemon Squeezy. It was an interesting name of the bottle because I got one of these bottles from the Wink box, and this is actually what it's a 2019 white wine blend. Um, I took a little sip before I start the show, and it was actually kind of interesting. It's a kind of interesting taste. It's supposed to have like this lemony type of scent taste when you like take a nip of the scents and the essence and aroma and all that, but not. And of course, I'm sorry for the technical difficulties, ladies and gents, because it's because my crazy ass son. My crazy ass son went to get some food when I kind of told him to do it before I do the show without any interruptions. You know that I do this every Friday, hon.
No, I know.
I say, come. You might as well just come and say hi to the.
Say hi to strangers.
They're not gonna they can see you, but like I know who's on right now. Just to say hi. Say, say hi. Say hi to the world.
Hi, world.
Okay, okay. Now I'm on my mommy moment. I'm supposed to be on host moment. Okay. Um. So while I am waiting for my guest to come in here, and I'm gonna text him and say that he kind of forgot that he needs to get on live with me. But while I'm sitting here waiting for him, I'm gonna actually tell you what this episode is about. Um, let's see. Those of y'all know me, and what you don't know about me is that I am a WWE fan. Yes, I watch my wrestling. When it comes to my wrestling, I don't play. I usually don't answer the phone or don't do anything when my wrestling is on. And unless you're a wrestling fan and we chatting to and watching the show together. But you know, this weekend is WrestleMania. And that's why I'm doing this show on this edition. Um, because I'm very excited. It's like our Super Bowl, really. And you get 2 days of actually 3 because it starts tonight with the Hall of Fame. Then you got tomorrow afternoon is NXT Stand and Deliver in the afternoon. Then later the night 1 of WrestleMania, and Sunday is night 2 of WrestleMania. And those I really go all out when it comes to WrestleMania. I go out on the food. That's like everybody else is excited for me. When WrestleMania comes, they know I go all out when it comes to food. And I'll tell you what I'm going to be making, um, and everything like that. And oh, I see someone coming in here. Oh, I see Nikki coming in and checking in. Hi, how you doing? Welcome. Let me know what you are sipping because that is also a way to check in with me. Okay, so my guest for this evening, I had to bring him back because I don't know any person who is a WWE fan more than that's like exact as much a WWE fan as much as I am. So I definitely had to bring him back. He was on the show with me last week and we was tearing it up for almost close to 3 hours. And I ain't got no streaming limits on this joint. And those that don't know, he is my friend, co-founder of Beats Bars and Faith. He's a rapper, singer, songwriter, um, engineer, voiceover actor, an actor. And I'm bringing on this on the set. So, ladies and gents, here's a K Quick.
Finally!
So, how are you doing? What's taking you so long?
Finally!
Why are you late?
I'm not late. What I had to do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what happened. You wanna know why? You wanna know why? You wanna know why?
Why?
Because it doesn't matter! Why? All you have to know is that I had to go down Know Your Road Boulevard and hang that right there on Jabroni Drive. And then you know where I saw that SmackDown Hotel. And I decided to check myself right here into Shorn's happy hour.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, Lord. Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. So I know you are stoked, and I am stoked.
What?
You excited? Are you?
What?
I'm not. I don't got time dealing with you.
What? I'm very excited.
I can tell.
There's gonna be wrestling puns all night, and I already know she's gonna just fall right into the trap. So,
and I was gonna try. Like I knew he gonna probably say it. I was like, my mind was telling me, Shorn, shut the hell up. No, he's gonna say it. Shut the hell up and drink your drink and call it a day. So since you here, what do you got on the belts? What are you sipping? Are you sipping something tonight?
you know what? Yes, I am. Allow me to put the hardware down. Hardware, I done put y'all down. I done knocked y'all down.
Damn! Ouch!
You'll be all right. Take another sip. You won't feel a thing.
Whatever, nigga.
Yeah, the usual, Sean. The usual. So, hold on. I done messed my whole setup here because I had to. By the way, y'all need to. If y'all bring like big belts on the air like I did, you gotta kind of have a plan. I didn't have one.
It really did. You just hurry up, grab all your stuff, coming out here trying to dress up the person to rock, call it a freaking day.
Impersonate. Do I look like a comedian? What?
Well, you kind of are.
Do I look like I tell jokes for a living? What? Do it look like I just go from show to show just to impersonate wrestlers? What?
No.
What? Hey, she fell into another one. Anyhow, I'm being a little bougie today because I decided to get a little bit of Stella Rose today. So, because
what kind of Stella Rose?
it's the green apple, you know, the green apple. Yeah, it's not the Moscato. It's in El Conte, but it's in the Moscato family. It's basically because I wanted to get this because I am celebrating because there's been a whole bunch of elevation going on. You know, cheers to the blue check gang. Cheers to the verified gang. Look, that's what the hell we about. Yes,
those that
indeed.
don't know or didn't really see our names on Instagram and on Facebook, we are now officially verified.
Oh yeah, the price done went up.
Yeah.
Because yesterday's price is not today's price. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
I'll drink to that again. Or sip, rather.
So, do you have any other announcements?
Once again, of course, y'all need to make sure y'all tune in May 20th. Get your tickets now. The world premiere of my movie. Well, I'm glad I got these. I'm glad I got these stunners on real quick because I feel real Hollywood right now. The world premiere of Water coming to Greenbelt Theater. First ever airing. Never before seen to the world for the first time. Big red carpet event. Media coverage, the whole nine. Come there, you get to meet me, the cast, the director, the producer. You never know who else may pop up. You never know.
So we want to share the trailer for those that never seen the movie and everything like that.
Young Letter Rip.
Hey, here it is.
I'm looking at myself on this other screen, and I'm looking at myself on this other screen.
I told you to bring a second device. You're not gonna make me see.
I told you to bring a second device. Yep.
No, man, it was nice if you came back to myself so I could read to you. Such a sacrifice. Such a sacrifice. Such a sacrifice. Such a sacrifice.
You keep your comments to yourself.
Can you move me out this nigga still?
You have to put in paperwork for that.
Your mind is very strong, but you will give in.
Well, we're gonna try this self-defense case and see the outcome of that.
I'm gonna get that nigga when he get out the hole.
All right. Come on, man. Come on.
She's safe, homie. Already, 3 minutes.
2 people got beheaded.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, so it's important if y'all leave, make sure you stay together, stay as a group.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Be safe.
Soon I will be in control. Soon your world will be mine. We both will be free from here, and I will control everything.
You fucking with that water shit again, cuz? You alright?
Yeah, I'm good.
I am so happy for you about this
Yeah.
movie. I wish the red
Thank
carpet
you.
event is live stream because it's hard for me to get down there. But
Yeah. Well, don't worry. You'll be able to see the movie Shorn.
yeah, because I am so happy for you.
But you want to know? You want to know the real reason why I was just a few minutes shy of the start of the show? I was stuck trying to figure out which belts I was going to bring down. I didn't know which belt I wanted to bring, so I decided just to bring both of my
Well, how
favorite
many
mid
titles
card
do you
titles.
have?
Right now, 3 and a possible. The only reason I say a possible is because I got my eyes set on the next one I'm getting. But I have 3. I have the Big Eagle, my favorite from the Attitude Era. This was my first baby right here, still in great condition. My favorite version of the U.S. title from WCW in the Monday Night Wars Attitude Era. It's my first one. And then, of course, one of my favorite WWE titles of all time is the Attitude Era Intercontinental title right here. You know, I don't know why, but it is. I got this title originally because my first favorite wrestler when I was little was Goldberg, and I saw him with it. So I'm like, I gotta get that. Goldberg got it. And then I saw The Rock with this. So he became my favorite wrestler of all time. And then I will say, firstly, this is a conversation. Who do you think was the best person to hold this version of the IC title? You know, because I ain't going front. Got y'all out again. These same belts did it the best. Okay, like I said, make sure you got a plan, folks. I didn't have them. You know,
Those that just joining in, make sure you check in with us. Let us know what you are sipping, and say hi. And just let y'all know that y'all here.
Now, I'm gonna tell you right now. Though the first person I seen with this title was The Rock, Chris Jericho had this joint lit when I was coming up. I couldn't see him without this dang belt. You know, Chris Jericho had this dang title lit for a long time. I mean, so he was probably my favorite to hold this. What do you think?
Wow, it's a lot to remember all this because it's just so many.
Well, what is one that sticks out to you? Oh, so yeah.
Well, of course, I love The Rock, and The Rock is actually one of my favorite wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
And I am happy that he's a Hall of Famer and a legend.
Well, he's technically not a Hall of Famer yet, but he will be.
But I put it in the universe.
There's like no way he can't be one. He was the star. So that's really already etched in stone. So.
And I really love the Generation X. I love Rikishi.
Oh wait, what about China held this too? China held it.
the first woman that carried that belt.
I think the only woman who carried the belt.
Yeah.
So,
But
yeah.
are you gonna have a party this weekend? Or like me?
I'm pretty. I do know on night 2 I'm going to a friend of mine. My friend, shout out to the homegirl Marilyn, owner of Hypnotic Inc. Shameless plug. Her birthday's on Sunday, and she's a insane wrestling fan too. So I know she's gonna have a viewing party. So I actually got a packed schedule this Sunday. I gotta go. Shout out to Rochelle. Gotta go to her sermon in the morning. I gotta go to a music video shoot, make a cameo there, and then go have a quick session. Then I gotta hightail it to the B-Day celebration.
Yeah, that's a lot.
All in a day's work.
I know. And I'm gonna be cooking up a storm this whole entire weekend with the food.
Mm-hmm. It's lit though.
Yeah,
it is super.
I'm making quesadillas.
She can cook now, folks.
I did not say.
I'm playing.
I'm doing some quesadillas. Half is gonna be chicken, half gonna be cheese. I'm also gonna be making air frying some, party wings. Half is gonna be mild buffalo sauce, and the other one will be lemon pepper, of course. Lemon pepper. Of course, they're gonna have some mozzarella sticks and onion rings, and make a fruit veggie tray with cheese. And also, I have chips and snacks and guacamole and salsa, and cookies. Of course, my Oreos. And of course, we got Corona.
Oh, okay.
With some limes, a lot of limes.
So out of all the beverages, why did you choose Corona?
Our body cake.
It doesn't matter why you chose Corona.
Someone.
No, wait. Because I know who that is. That's Kev Dupree. Shout out to Kev. And he ain't biting nothing. So, but anyway, shouts out to him. He's trolling again. That's it. By the way, Shorn. Yeah. Just to give you a heads up. Y'all may not know what I'm talking about, but Shorn does when I say that is the producer of For Real. Kevin.
And he's on my show.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Yay! I got Heather's on my show. Yay! This is the second episode in.
Yeah, that's my dog. He produced Playerism too, and it seems like everywhere I go, he wants to jump in here and troll. But anyways, it's all good.
So let's get this WrestleMania edition.
Shall we?
So before I do that, I'm gonna just let y'all know if y'all miss this show live, there is replays on both channels on YouTube at Shorn Happy Hour podcast and my personal YouTube channel, Shorn Marshall. Also Facebook and both my personal page and the show page as well. And also you can catch it on Spotify and available podcast platforms, except for Apple Podcasts, because I ain't got that one yet. So definitely Spotify. If you missed the replay, you can still catch all the replays, including on Spotify and all that stuff. So,
and this episode was brought to you by the lovely folks at Bootios.
Of course, the New Day. I was like, what the heck? I was like, I'd take a second.
I was wondering how long it would take you to figure it out.
I didn't know about that cereal.
I know, but but of course I'm random, so I knew I would throw you off.
Of course you're random. You're very random.
I know I would throw you off a bit. So
boo.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. So the first thing we're gonna do is who's that wrestler? We ask a question and guess the wrestler. Those that are watching, make sure if you want to answer the question, you can comment on there. I will put it up on the screen. If you
so you switching it up. You starting out with the games.
I might as well. You think we're gonna be on here for the 3 hours, and we got the Hall of Fame coming on after?
I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, so those that don't know the schedule that is going on for this week for WrestleMania.
What?
Of course, you have the SmackDown tonight,
What?
and then after that is the Hall of Fame,
What?
and then Saturday at 1 p.m.
What?
NXT Stand and Deliver,
What?
and 7 o'clock is the kickoff of night one of
What?
Mania. The actual show starts at 8 p.m.
What?
Night two will be Sunday, same time. The kickoff
What?
at 7, and the actual show starts at 8. So
What? Yeah, I like how you kept going. You played along. No.
I'm just trying to get this off my before I forget and start stuttering my words. You know, you never know what's going to happen in live.
Well, yeah. If you keep sipping like that, you are. All right, so don't worry, cause I got a game for you too. So let's get it going.
Okay. Which superstar announced, or actually made his announcement of retirement last year on WrestleMania?
That was Triple H.
Ding ding ding! I need some sound effects on this thing.
Yeah, put his rings in the middle and put his boots in the middle of the ring. That's the I'm out of here sign.
Yeah, it was just that.
Except for the Undertaker, because he did it and came back for one more.
For his last one.
Mm-hmm.
Which superstar won the WWE Championship and went to his home country to celebrate his win?
Oh, that's Kofi. That's my guy, Kofi.
Kofi. And
I thought you had a challenge for me. What we got?
Get well wishes for Kofi. He is on injury. He's on home recovering from an injury.
Salute to Kofi.
Xavier Woods is holding it down by himself.
Well, I mean, hopefully he get a push. He deserves something out here, though.
Well, actually, if you watch SmackDown tonight, there is the Andre the Giant Battle Royale.
All right, I'm definitely watching.
So he is going to be in that. So make sure you check it out on Fox. Okay.
Shameless plug.
Yes. On the first ever women's battle royale on WrestleMania, and it happened in New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the winner?
Now that one's a tough one. There's been a couple of them. I want to say it was my girl though. Two names keep bouncing back and forth in my head. Because I want to say it's either Bianca or Asuka, but something is telling me it was Charlotte. Which friggin' one am I going with?
The first ever battle royal that put it on WrestleMania, and it happened on New Orleans. That is a few years back.
Damn. All right, yeah, you got me.
Okay, the answer was Naomi. No, and Naomi was.
Oh, I'm so mad I ain't get that.
He was the first winner of the first ever women's battle royal.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Naomi. That's disrespectful.
But she's
sorry.
Well, we just found out that she is no longer with WWE.
I thought she been not with WWE.
No, she was a little bit, but she was recovering from an injury first. So first, what I heard, and then found out that she no longer. I just found out recently that she's now no longer with WWE. She's changing her name.
Yeah, she's a free. Well, yeah, she's a free agent. I mean, and you got to change the name. I think WWE owns now. That's like a new thing now. If you're under their contract and so on and so forth, and they create the character, they own like the rights to the character now. I'm glad they did right by The Rock. They let him keep his shit. Yeah. But that's why you got John Moxley out here. Because a lot of wrestlers are going back to their names they already had independent. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, I hope she go to AEW, kid. I still want to see you wrestle.
I don't know. She's been doing a lot of modeling. I've been seeing. I follow her on Instagram. She's been doing a lot of modeling, and she's actually very good at what she.
I mean, she can do it. Like
Good.
Bianca been doing bodybuilding contests while doing wrestling. They can do both. You know,
No,
it's
she wasn't
up to her.
modeling for like healthy stuff. She was like a fashion model.
I know that, but I'm just saying that's what Bianca does. Bianca goes out and flexes her physique. That's her modeling. But anyhow, yeah, like I said, she can do whatever she wants. But like I said, it'd be such a shame because she was so good in the ring. But either way, go ahead.
Okay, who was the first female wrestler Grand Slam champion in WWE history?
I mean, it has to have been like a little later on because for the longest time there was only one women's title. So, so if we talking Grand Slam, we talking Women's Championship. We must be talking about both Raw and SmackDown, and we gotta probably be talking about the Women's Royal Rumble. Probably talking about the tag team titles now. All right, a woman's Grand Slam champion, and no, I'm not looking at my computer. I'm not cheating. So I'm not.
I'm not cheating. I'm just telling you.
All right, but anyway, I'm thinking. I'm gonna throw a name out there. I'm thinking, because literally they try. Because for real, I think it's ridiculous how in a short time span they just feeding her title reigns like it's free coupons and stuff. I want to say that it's friggin' well, no, she hasn't been a tag champ. I don't think Charlotte was a tag champ.
Actually, she did.
All right, then I'll go with her. She did.
But she wasn't the first.
All right, so she was one.
It was Bailey.
All right, Bailey. I ain't gonna front. That was not gonna be one of my guesses. I was not gonna guess her.
Okay, now 2 women.
Shout out to Bailey.
The first set of women that actually main evented WrestleMania.
Oh, look, Bianca was in that shit. Or no, hold on, no, it wasn't. It was Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks was in it. I'm not good at remembering these.
Well, I'm gonna tell you about Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. They were the first African American women that main evented. But that's
but they weren't the first women.
No.
One of them was in this shit.
Those that are at home, if you know the answer, you can comment if you want to.
You got the answer in your hand, and you don't even know the answer.
I know the answer. I didn't put the answers in my questions.
All right, sure.
So the answer are Charlotte and Becky.
I should have freaking known.
Well, Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
Charlotte won that title like 30 times in 2 years. I'm like,
but that match when they main event, that became Becky 2 belts.
Oh right, that was a title versus title match, wasn't it?
Winner takes all. Yes.
All right. How many questions you got left?
I had 5
total.
Yes, I had that was the last one.
Oh, good, my turn. All right.
I might have to take a sip to deal with this.
What are you talking about?
But I don't know, because I told you I'll make sure there's nothing with duplicate. You should have talked to me early in case that.
Trust me. My questions are nothing like yours.
Well,
because I knew the questions I am gonna ask you would not have, because I thought outside the box. I think different than the average person. All right, so firstly,
time for reveal, quick.
Who was the longest reigning champion in WWE. Of all titles, of all tiers, who was the longest reigning champion?
Well, right now,
And technically, the longest reigning champion in wrestling, period. But go ahead. Who is it?
Right now, there's Roman Reigns.
He's not the longest reigning champion. There's people who held that world title longer than him.
It's been like over, I don't know how long. He's been on this belt for over like 2 years.
He's still behind a lot of people. There's people who've held it longer than them, and there's people in front of him who still aren't the longest reigning.
Okay, I think someone made a comment on this one. I think someone answered this one.
What is it?
Is it Hulk Hogan?
Nope.
Sorry, Kevin, that is not the answer. Well, we got to do a lot of guessing here. So it's not Hulk Hogan. It's not Roman Reigns, even though he is now the longest reign right now.
Paper champion. But anyways.
You might as well just tell the answer. Oh, wait a minute. We got someone.
What is it?
Someone's one person I don't know, but he did say, is it Ric Flair?
No.
Oh, it's not Ric Flair.
He has the most title reigns.
Mm-hmm.
But the longest reigning the longest reigning champion isn't even a man.
Is a woman?
Yes. The longest reigning male champion is Bruno Sammartino.
Oh.
Held the title for 10 years.
Was a male or a woman?
Yeah, he held the title for 10 years. But the longest reigning champion, period, is the Fabulous Moolah. She held that women's title for 28 years before somebody beat her for it.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. The person that beat her was Wendy Richter.
Oh.
But she is the longest reigning champion.
That's your little history for y'all peoples. Okay.
And she beat her at WrestleMania. With Cyndi Lauper behind her.
Well, told you it was WrestleMania. You never know. Jump in. It'd be definitely got celebrities in the mix.
Yep. And that's only question 1.
Ooh.
Now, legendary African American wrestler, female wrestler, Awesome Kong. What was her wrestling name when she was in the WWE briefly? The name that solidified her throughout her entire career was Awesome Kong. That's her name. But when she was in the WWE, of course, they changed her name. What was her name when she was in the WWE?
Awesome. Okay, that name rings a bell.
I'll give you one hint for you, Shorn.
Mm-hmm.
She was the big black female wrestler who was in the Glow TV series.
Oh, I remember seeing her on that show. Oh,
so what was her wrestling? What was her name in the WWE?
I forgot her name. But I seen her on the show, but I forgot her name.
Think about
it. I need to sip about it.
Snitch said she gonna sip about it.
Damn, that really makes a person think.
It's a good one, right?
Yeah, that was a good one. Really make a person think.
Yeah, like I said, my questions are like I said, I think of different stuff.
Yes. Man, that's a lot. Okay, what was the answer?
When she was in the WWE, her name was Karma.
Oh, wait a minute. Someone did comment that. Mrs. Carmen or something like that.
No, close, but no. Karma.
Oh, Karma.
Karma.
Not that. Karma. Okay.
Yeah, he got it close. Kevin watched some wrestling. All right, so now. Ooh, this is going to be a tough one. Name. So, for real. Now, granted, there's more wrestlers that fit in this category, but I nailed it down strictly to WWE just for the sake of WrestleMania here. And and technically WCW too, because some of them wrestled in both.
Mhm.
Now there are, let me see, 3, 4, 6, 7 possible answers, but I'm only asking for 5.
Okay.
Name me 5 wrestlers who competed in the Olympics.
Okay, we got Kurt Angle,
That's 1.
Chad Gable,
That's 2.
um, there's this other dude. He's for Philly. Um, I might skip that. I know another one just did the Olympics recently and just signed in. Is any NXT wrestlers involved?
Not this time.
Okay.
There is one. Hold on one second. And granted, I may have missed one, give or take, but hold on. Let me just double check something.
Okay.
So yeah, well yeah, that's cool.
I
So
know.
yeah, keep going. But yeah, not
Is
he's
any
not.
women involved into? Is any women involved?
Maybe not.
Because I know Ronda Rousey was Olympic.
That's 3. You need 2 more.
He didn't start yet, but he just recently won an Olympic, and he was recently signed to WWE. Is Gable
Active wrestlers. They got to be active.
they had to be active, but because he just
Active.
signed, he was just signed.
Yeah, but he's not wrestling yet.
Oh, so he's not
But like he's signed, yes, but like, all right, look, let me be more specific.
Okay.
Active wrestlers.
Okay. I
Or previously active.
I might have to go old on this one. Bad News Brown.
She got one. How many was that so far?
Okay, it was Ronda Rousey, it was Kurt Angle, it was Chad Gable, Bad News Brown.
Well, how did you guess Bad News Brown?
I was going back and remembering what
you did. Good. Okay, so you need one. You need one more.
And I was like, I knew it was a black man too. I knew it was a black person that was part of it. It was someone.
All right, so you need one more. You need one more.
Comment one. Bob Backlund or Tony Atlas. That's what Kevin said.
No.
So we got to find one more. Let's see.
You did. You're doing fantastic.
I'm just fine.
I didn't expect you to get Bad News Brown. You did. You impressed me with that one.
Yeah, because I was like, I knew it was a black person. So one more. You said
Here's another one that's so easy. You're gonna hate yourself if you don't get it.
Let's see. Wow. Of course, I gotta have another person that I know in my man. He won. He's like the world's strongest man.
Yes! Who did somebody comment that?
No.
So what's the answer?
It was Mark Henry. He's the Hall of Famer.
Yep. So yeah, she got him. She got 5. I salute you for that. You impressed me for that. You killed that. Now, other acceptable answers were Mad Dog Vacon, that's back even further, and the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
So you did great on that one. That was very, very good. I'm impressed, Sean. I'm impressed. Now, question numero 4. Who was the longest reigning European champion?
Wow, I forgot about that damn belt.
That was one of my favorite belts too. So,
wow.
think about it.
I thought they got rid of that belt.
They did, but shoot, that's attitude era history right there, baby. So who held it the longest?
European champion.
Stop Googling.
I'm not Googling. I am not Googling.
Hands where I can see them.
My hands, it's not here.
I had to make sure. So who held that shit?
I'm sitting here controlling it because people commented in. I had to put it on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
So the longest reigning champion.
The longest reigning European champion, yes.
I'm going to try not to cry if I get this wrong. It's a British Bulldog.
Yep. British Bulldog. Davey Boy Smith was the longest reigning European champion.
Yay! And I did.
Let's toast up the British Bulldog. Rest in peace.
Yes, rest in peace.
Heart Foundation, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Billy Gunn's tag team partner before Road Dogg?
Wait a minute, somebody said wrong. Shawn Michaels.
No, it was British Bulldog. He was the longest reigning champion.
Yeah.
So, anyways, who was Billy Gunn's tag team partner before Road Dogg? And what was the
British Bulldogs were a group, he said.
No, British Bulldog was one person. That was one person.
You might be talking to a different, like a tag team from somebody else that Bulldogs.
But who's Billy Gunn's tag team partner before Road Dogg? And what was the name of the tag team? 2 and 1 question.
Wait. Why can't you tell me to Google? You go Google it.
We know who the British Bulldog is. That's Davey Boy Smith. You Google it. What are your sources?
Yeah, what's your source?
I need to see.
Wow. Now, what was the question again before we got
Exactly. He's trolling like a mug right now.
Hey, it makes the show fun, I will say.
Who was Billy Gunn's tag team partner before Road Dogg? And what was the name of the tag team? You gotta know this.
God, like the Attitude Era is just when I really like started watching wrestling. No, I was trying to think.
Same here.
It's not Road Dogg. It's not.
Yep, it was before Road Dogg.
Yes, I know it's not Road Dogg. It's before that. Did he recently did he join the D-Generation It's?
What?
Is it that Clue?
No, this person wasn't in D-Generation.
Okay, good. So I could narrow that out.
The tag teams are not affiliated.
Okay, good. I know it's not Chris Jericho. I know it's not him.
And it was in WWE, of course.
Yeah, so that's not him.
Nope, Jericho was in WCW at the time.
Yeah.
And in ECW.
Yeah, but when they crossed over,
before
they merged.
It wasn't him though.
Okay, so it's definitely before the merge. Okay. Damn, I'm really stumped on that one because I think when I first started watching wrestling is when it was starting to merge.
I came up in the Attitude Era too. 1997, 1998 really. So, you give up?
Yeah, I give up.
Well, his tag team partner, Billy Gunn's tag team partner before he was a New Age Outlaw, his partner's name was Bart Gunn. And the name of the tag team was the Smoking Guns.
Dietrich got that right. So how you doing?
Hey, Drums, what up, boy? What up, Drums?
Yeah.
You remember Drums?
Yes, I remember him. He been liking my Instagram.
So wait, Drums got it right?
Yes, he got it right.
My guy.
He's a wrestling fan. Yes.
Bart Gunn. And the tag team was the Smoking Guns.
You said how much they charging for them cool plaques behind you? Kevin said.
Well, I will say they cost a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I know that.
Exactly, because
I worked a lot of years to get this stuff.
Hey, Rochelle, honey.
I do know these plaques right here made my price go up.
Mm-hmm. Those that just joined it in, let us know, what are you sipping? I know you sipping on some drinks or soda or water or tea while you are watching this show. So make sure y'all check in. Let us know what you're sipping.
That was my last question, though. But yeah, you did good. You really impressed me with that. I did not think you were gonna nail all 5 Olympians there. You really did. That was very impressive.
Oh, he's drinking straight yak. Got that cognac.
Oh yeah, he an old school kid.
What are you drinking? Hennessy? Which I would never drink that again.
That's your favorite drink, though. How you gonna not drink that?
That is not my favorite drink.
Yes, it is. She went to the bar with me one time at the damn steakhouse, and she said, "Let me get that hen dog."
Rochelle said she kept that Nikki, and she said, and she didn't tell. Oh, I cannot do this on the live. I'm gonna wait till I get on.
Why did you tell her that on live, on the air? She gonna need 3 sips.
Oh, Nikki is drinking blackberry Stella Rose. I might try that.
Look, Stella Rose. Yeah, Stella Rose. Green apple. This is a celebratory one here. You know?
Yeah,
blue check gang.
I would try that blackberry one. That's kind of looks good.
Blue check gang. That's what we do though. Blue check gang.
Yes. Oh no, Nikki. Yeah, I was about to try calling you all day.
Blue check gang.
I saw pictures of you went to Cracker Barrel on the story. I don't see that. Kevin said Stella Rose 10 bottles for $10. Hey, I wish they had that.
I wish, bro. Where they get that deal at?
I wish it was for 10.
Where's that deal at? I need to shop there.
You got that green apple.
What? Rose said that?
Yeah, Rose said that. Yeah, Nicole said, "I'm sorry to kidnap." Yeah, you didn't tell me or let me know. Or I do have. Stay on. Due to the fact that it's WrestleMania, I'm gonna give you a leeway pass because it's WrestleMania week. You know I go off on this.
Don't worry, you can get it back by sneaking down here for the premiere.
Kevin said he is the plug.
Okay.
Yeah, he can hook us up for $10 for $10.
I want that deal.
I want that deal too. That's like at me giant. I'll be excited with this 10 for 10. You never know what's going on 10 for 10.
Oh my god.
So, since a lot of people.
I got one more question.
I thought it was 5.
I know, but I threw in the trump. I got a trump card.
I'm trying to move. I'm trying to make it too.
I'm joking. Well, I throw it in there later.
Oh, so okay, you can make everybody else guess. Make the people guess.
All right.
He said, "Hurry up."
On the episode of SmackDown, folks. Okay. In a segment that involved the Tough Enough contestants. Ooh. What was the name of the former UFC fighter who almost broke Kurt Angle's arm in a Tough Enough challenge?
definitely not Ronda Rousey because she's been breaking arms so many times. That's definitely
Oh
not.
no, this was like I think before Ronda Rousey even was in the game. Like
It
that.
was
She was still doing.
Shayna Baszler.
No, this was
She,
tough enough. This was back
I
in the
know, but she
2000s.
also was in MMA. Oh God, Kevin said Chuck Norris.
No, this fool, he ain't fighting the UFC. This
They
and
did
I would say
WrestleMania in the past, and I did remember
no.
he did appear at WrestleMania in the past.
Well, I'll tell you this. His name was Daniel Pewter. Okay, his name was. He actually won Tough Enough that time, but he didn't last too much long in his contract. I think he was released like
You
after
got
like a
that
year.
one right.
Man, see, Drums, you need to be. If we do like a trivia, like a Family Feud thing, you are on my side. Like real talk. I called it already, so Shorn can't have you on her tape.
What?
I said what I said.
Well, Family Feud will not be talking stuff like that. You know that.
Well, this is different. This is a BBS version, and BBS version is about wrestling.
Whatever. So we're gonna quickly talk about the lineup and what who's in this wrestling. So which one you want to start? You want to
let's start with the big card. Let's do WrestleMania. Let's go.
okay.
Let's run down the line. What the card looking like?
Okay, I screenshotted the lineup, so I'm gonna find it on my phone real quick. Okay, Saturday. Okay, of course, the starting off John Cena and Austin Theory for the United States Championship. They're gonna start that off.
All right. Well, John Cena is all about the business. You know what I mean? So there's the way it's going to go, and there's the way it should go, or that we want it to go. There's where we want it to go and where it's going to go. Now, what we want John Cena to win, be the champion, and have another illustrious run as a U.S. champion. Because I remember when he first held that title, he put some respect on that joint again. But how it's going to go, John Cena's going to put Theory over. You know, that's going to look good on Theory's resume that he got one over on somebody who a lot of people of that generation revere as the GOAT, the only person who really tied Ric Flair, supposedly, by WWE standards, as for 16 title reigns, even though if you go across all the actual promotions, Ric Flair has actually held the title like 21 times. But that's neither here nor there. So technically he wasn't tied. But anyways, I think they're going to have John Cena lose and they're going to put Theory over, even though to me that's kind of unrealistic. But I think somehow, some way,
it's very obvious that Austin Theory is going to retain. That's what my point is, because John Cena only just showing up for WrestleMania, and he's going to be doing something else. He's going to be doing more.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Because like for real, but the thing is, I don't think. Being that it is unrealistic, because realistically, John Cena can mollywop Theory easily.
Yeah, but it'd be.
But I don't think he's gonna. But I think Theory's gonna win, but he's not gonna win clean. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be by some type of technicality, whether it's by count out, disqualification, interference, whatever. I don't think it'll be a clean win, but he'll win.
A question: the character / questions from the WWE is a watered down version of the WWF, just stating the facts.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, like for real. I will say that this is what I'll say. Mm-hmm. There's eras of the WWE that sucked. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna tell you this though. I grew up in the Attitude Era. To me, nothing beats that era. That was the golden era that can never be touched. But I'd be lying if I said there wasn't some classic moments in the Ruthless Aggression era. What's happened right after that? Now, after the Ruthless Aggression era, which was around 2000, that era comes the PG era after Ruthless Aggression. 2009 to 2018. The most terrible era of wrestling to me that I've experienced. People was getting hit with weapons and not bleeding. You couldn't curse. You had to make up curse words. It sounded like Saturday morning cartoon. Like literally. The wrestling was terrible. It was more talking and segments than wrestling during that time. It was horrible. But since McMahon retired in the past couple of years, this franchise is turning around. Because now, not only have the select arm wrestlers that Vince McMahon kicked the heck out are getting brought back and now getting a push, the matches are better. The promos are more organic. They're more natural. I'm seeing remnants of WWF here.
The audience been cursing. They wouldn't bleep nothing.
Like I'm seeing remnants of Attitude Era. Like literally, Seth Rollins and my man, bro, Matt Riddle had a dang curse out contest live on Raw. I'm saying, and another thing, I'm psyched that more black wrestlers are champions.
Exactly.
More black Bobby Lashley, who I've been a fan of since 2005, 2006, when granted, he was champion one time when ECW came back. They gave him the title, but like he should have had more than just that. They came back and gave him what he deserved.
And speaking of Bobby Lashley, he's also going to be in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal tonight. So
I'm gonna tell you this, and granted, of course, Kofi Kingston. I remember he debuted in an Attitude Era. I'm just saying, the only thing I'm hoping for, Shelton Benjamin just need his turn. Just give him one.
Or Cedric.
And I'll be happy. Cedric, he got plenty of time, but Shelton, give him one. I'm saying.
But at least we got Black Ambassador Titus. He's an ambassador.
A black man is representing WWE everywhere.
And he got the Warrior Award at the Hall of Fame. I think it's 2 years ago. And I was so happy that like he was very active, not only on the ring but off the ring. He was very active in the community, and he just
and whole time, Kev, I don't know if you watch NXT, but they're the closest to the Attitude Era you can get.
Exactly.
In the whole ring. But if you want the Attitude Era straight up, I will say, if we just talking WWE, NXT is what you want. Yeah. If you want this pure wrestling in the Raw, it's form uncut. NXT got that. They got women bleeding over there.
And the audience are very unforgiving. They
straight up. Shout out to my favorite wrestler over there, Orange Cassidy, and Derby too.
If you actually watch the show, they were saying, "Shut the hell up."
I love it. I'm going to an NXT show when they come to DC. I can't wait.
Stand and Deliver. You can watch that at 1 p.m. Saturday. So.
Oh yeah. Trust me, I watch all their programs on YouTube too. That's what I like about them. When they have their TV programs and they have shows on YouTube, it's dope. They got variety. They're taking over everywhere. But anyways, I digress. Okay. Speaking of Shelton Benjamin, one of my favorite wrestling matches of all time was a Shelton Benjamin match. And this match didn't take place on a pay-per-view. To me, one of the greatest wrestling matches from start to finish. Not a single flaw in the match.
You went ahead of the segment now. You went ahead of the segment.
I am. What were we on?
We still
on the damn predictions. I'll spin the block on that. Go ahead. So, yeah, freaking Theory. Yeah, Theory's gonna win that. Yeah. Unfortunately, but Theory's winning that.
Yeah. Okay, the next one is Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
I think they're gonna give it to Ripley. I think they're gonna give Ripley her go.
Well, she was a Raw Women's Champion before.
But this is the thing. She's more over now than she was then. She's more over as a heel
Yeah.
than she was as a babyface. Because granted, she's a heel. She won the Women's Royal Rumble and still got a pop like a, and she's the bad chick.
But the reason why she chose Charlotte Flair when she won that Royal Rumble is that her and Charlotte had so much unfinished business, and she's trying to end it.
Of course, and it's a good grudge match. I think they're gonna give it to Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, I think this is what I think, because, like I said, I think it's just unreal. Because, like, Charlotte was around since they got rid of that Divas title. I think she was the last Divas champion. Thank God, that title was trash.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that was the worst looking championship belt I ever seen in life.
Yeah, it was just that they should not be divas. When I was like, why do you say
it's
divas?
not even. Well, I mean,
women as meat. Like,
I mean, there's that, but the title was just a crappy design. It just looked bad.
But
I put it in the same category as the 24/7 title. It was horrible. But anyways.
Hey, but it was funny though. I'm gonna be honest. It was funny, especially when R-Truth got that belt.
I mean, yeah. I mean, he won the thing 60 times. But anyhow. But the 20, but coming from the attitude,
that belt was Mick Foley's idea. Remember?
I get it, but that's the reason. But coming from the Attitude Era, the belt is that title is forever just gonna be a shell of the hardcore title. That's what it was meant to take the place of, but it became a comedic title rather than anything goes everywhere on site type thing. You feel what I'm saying? It's just
make sure you
send me love. Yo, Kev, get at my sis right there. She'll body something.
I'll put a guitar or something on it.
Hey, she'll give you a guitar. Get some guitars on there. She'll do some vocals. She's a singer. Anyhow, where was I at? So, anyhow, yeah.
Yeah, so the next one is...
So, wait. My point I was finishing, yeah. That title was just a shell of the hardcore title. It never could fill the void. It became too much of a joke title. I couldn't take it serious. But yeah, and Charlotte Flair, I think what they're going to do with her, they're trying their best. Because literally, it feels like she's already like, what, 14-time champion or 13-time champion?
No, it's a little more than that.
Like I feel like she won that title that like 10 times in 2 years. That's like people take 20, 30 years to win titles like that.
She just recently came back and took the belt for Ronda Rousey.
No, it was 14. It was 14 when she took that. I'm just saying they're trying to make her like the female version of her dad, and it seems very forced. It's like they're playing hot potato with the title with her for some reason. But I digress. It's whatever.
Well, the next one is the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
The Usos are losing.
Tag team championship.
The Usos are losing. They are losing.
I think they is because
this is
it's something going on with the bloodline. I'm gonna tell you that.
Well, this is the thing. This is supposed to be the implosion of the bloodline. This is the end of the story, as Cody said. This bloodline thing has been going on since the brink, since before the pandemic broke. Since Jay and Roman was at each other, that's what the people are waiting on. They're waiting for the turn. They're waiting for Jay to turn on Roman as if he was plotting his moment the whole time, just riding this out. That's what they're waiting on. They're gonna lose the titles. And then whatever happens in Roman's match, we'll get to that in a second. That's gonna happen. And then nothing is gonna be left of the bloodline. It's going to be a wreck. They're gonna lose. They're gonna lose.
Yeah,
perfect end to the story.
There was some predictions on the blogs about that. They Sami Zayn and Kevin is going to get the belts.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, if these matches and if those two in particular in any other way than how they're supposed to, which is what we're predicting and what we're going to predict, a lot of people probably gonna be done with this shit. I ain't gonna front. Like literally. There's gonna be so many. It's gonna be an uprising. I'm going to AEW. Like literally. Yeah, I'm like, y'all better not mess this up. But the Usos are losing. They're losing.
Okay, the next match. Now this is going to be interesting. You got Becky Lynch, Lita, and Trish Stratus versus Damage Control.
That is lit.
We got Hall of Famers in this match, and Lita and Becky are the recent women's tag team champions.
For one, I'm glad Lita is coming back, came back, got another title reign. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because she's always been, her and Jacqueline.
Yeah, she's actually my favorite.
You know, Jacqueline, I had a thing for her back in the day, but that's a different story for a different day. But anyhow,
Janet,
we're talking wrestlers here. You know, do not combine the two. But anyhow, but no, whole time I used to have dreams about her and Ivory. You know, attitude every day as I was a young boy. Anyhow, but anyhow though, I always preferred Lita over Trish. I love Trish, but dang, because I was a Hardy Boys fan.
Rivals, for those that don't know.
Of course they were. I was a Lita fan because Lita was
viewers that, but they didn't. They were rivals.
Oh yeah, they were rivals, incredibly. But
so make sure you watch on AEW, on A&E. They have WWE Superstar Sunday. They actually on the show Rivals. They actually talked about Lita and the Trish Stratus rivalry.
I'm gonna tell you this though. I love Lita because she did stuff the dudes did. Outside of China, she did stuff the dudes did. I was a Hardy Boys fan. I was there when she broke away from S.A. Rios, linked up with Team Extreme because that's where she fit at. That was them.
Yes, she is.
And she was doing, I mean, it just fit. They did extreme stuff.
They were doing
her and Matt Hardy both did the moonsault. It was
the twist of faith.
It was just a fit, and she was extreme right along with him. I was Lita's fan, and it's lit to see her come back and not miss a fit.
Well, I believe that they're gonna win, but you know, Damage Control with the cheating ways. Every time they do fight, they always going to be some way to be cheating.
This is what I think.
And they've been like that since SummerSlam last year.
I think they're going to win, but they're not going to win how they want to win. They're going to win because of disqualification. Somebody's going to, Damage Control is going to cheat. They're going to hit them with a weapon or something like that. They're going to they're literally going to throw the match away just for the sake of getting over on them. They will willingly throw that match away at WrestleMania for the sake of just getting over on them. No titles are on the line, so they got nothing to lose. They don't care about winning the match. They just want to jack stuff up. So that's what I think is going to happen.
This is going to be interesting. Seth freaking Rollins versus Logan Paul.
I see whose side you on already. Now, this is the thing.
Logan was.
Wait. I'm gonna tell you this because I actually spoke about this before. Now, personally, I do not like Logan Paul as a person because I don't fuck with bullies. That's just I knew who he was before this wrestling thing because I knew what he did on the internet and what he is as a person. I just never rocked with him or his brother. That's just me because I don't rock with folks like that. But I will be telling a bold face lie if I didn't say homeboy didn't have some ring skills. Homeboy literally had some of the viral moments of the past 2 years. Do I think he deserved to kind of just be shot at the top? No. I don't think just in his second match he should be a third match he should be fighting Roman Reigns. I don't think that. I don't think so. But once again, this guy was famous or in popping before he got to wrestling, and all it's business. Triple H seen dollar signs and he bought his fan base with him. It's business. I get it. So give him this. I get it. You know. But anyhow, like I said, even though they gave him that spot hella early, he did something with it. He held his own in there with Roman and literally outperformed him, in my opinion. Who in the heck does an elbow off the rope to the announce table while filming a selfie? He did that. And
that was good though.
That was good. That still shot that they did when he jumped off the rope with the Superman punch and Roman is like this with the Superman punch. If that is not the best freeze frame that looked like it came from a Marvel movie, a Marvel comic book, I swear. And then him and Ricochet had one of the best dang Royal Rumble moments in a long time. I would be lying if I didn't say the guy wasn't an athlete, that the guy didn't put his all into learning the technique, the ring skill. He was trained by Shawn Michaels, so he got respect from the elders of the business. I would be lying if I said I didn't respect what he did when he steps into the ring. Damn how I feel about him personally. I still gotta give respect where it's due at the end of the day. So he gets that. Now, as far as this match goes, I'd want Seth to win. I like Seth Rollins, but I think, all right, well, granted, look, let's run this down. Technically, his first match, Logan Paul, he teamed with Miz. He beat the Mysterios at WrestleMania. I think he faced Miz solo.
They basically because Miz turned on him.
Yeah, but I can't remember. I think did he win that?
Yes, he did.
All right, and
Miz
then he lost
it, but Logan Paul did win.
Yeah, so and then he lost to Roman.
He was at the Royal Rumble. He showed up at the Royal Rumble, but he lost.
And he was one of the standouts at the Royal Rumble.
Yes.
So I think I really don't know how to call this one because I will say because I'm still trying to figure out exactly what they plan on doing with Logan. Is he in this for the longevity? Is he really trying to have like a full-on career? Because it seems like they're sparingly bringing him in.
Well, he signed the contract. He signed.
All right, so he works for WWE. All right, good. So they might get now. Granted, there's possibilities here. Seth could just show wrestling levels and so on and so forth, but at the same time, Logan has a legit fight background. You know what I'm saying? Hence why they lean on that gimmick where the lucky punch gimmick, where he slept where he literally slept Seth Rollins in the middle of the ring, and when he knocked out the Usos and all that, you know. So he might go over at WrestleMania for all I know. He just might, because I have a feeling they're gonna make that punch one of his signatures. Because if he knocks Seth out with it, if he does it at Royal Rumble and Seth don't get up, he can get the win, you know. But there's a possibility he might go over. And if he does go over, he can honestly say he's undefeated at WrestleMania. You know, as weird as it's, you hate that. So what do you think, Shorn?
Wow. I really don't know because they are Seth Rollins. He's a great wrestler. I get concerned about his fashion sense, especially the big ass moves that he did on when he went on Miss TV.
Oh man. Oh, you talking about the Mario Kart 6s that
Oh
he
my
had on?
God, they're gonna boot. And made everybody start wearing them things.
Well, the picture of him went viral, and then all of a sudden he showed up with them on. I'm like,
yeah. I'm like, how the hell you got them shoes? But
anyways,
yeah, I really don't know about that one. That one's a really big difference because Logan Paul, he did some training. He got some great moves. He's good on the ring. Seth Rollins, he's been there the longest and
experience wise, Seth got it.
very experienced, and he's very funny, especially when he was talking to him, FaceTiming him about it. He was at the end, he was saying, "Goodbye, bitch," and I was in here like,
No, I rock with Seth.
Yeah,
Because one thing I noticed, Seth, even though he's not as popular or as a biggest star as The Rock, he has a rock factor and the reason I say that is because even when he's supposed to be the bad guy, people cheer him for some reason. Like he's supposed to be the evil guy, and people are singing and humming to his song and stuff when he's walking out still. Like he can't be the bad guy if he tried.
I will figure out.
The same.
I would definitely know what his interest is going to be like because usually WrestleMania their interests is
because
be bananas.
Yeah, it is because you remember when The Rock was the bad guy, people still cheered for him.
Mm-hmm.
Hollywood Rock era, like, bruh, that was fun. Anyhow, I don't know what's gonna happen with that match personally but
yeah,
something tells me
it might be a twist.
It's gonna be. I gotta wait and see with that one, but something tells me it's gonna lean in Logan's favor. But
yeah, it might be a little twist going on with that era. So,
what's the next match?
WWE Hall of Famer, this year's Hall of Famer Rey Mysterio, versus his own son.
Now here's
the thing. They've been going at it for a while, especially some of the exclusive videos that he's been showing up the house on Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then Dominic got arrested, and he didn't act like he all tough, like he only spent like a couple hours in jail. He thought he spent.
That is funny, dog. You literally was in the holding cell.
and when my boyfriend John was watching, it was like. He only been like 2 hours in jail. You don't know. You haven't even been in the actual prison. You don't know what
It's funny.
So it was very funny. So I think for the Hall of Fame tonight, I think something's gonna go down.
It would be a good build-up. It would be awesome.
Because since he's inducted this year's Hall of Fame, and he get ready to do his speech. I think Dominic is probably gonna come from backstage and start talking crap.
Well, yeah, it'll be one of the best promos ever,
So it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting for that.
Now, as far as how the match is gonna go, what do you think is gonna happen?
Well, Ray, he needs to fight him because Dominic is running all this mouth and saying that he wasn't there for him, even though he was fighting this. Working his career and be able to have a better life for his family. So he is doing a good father. And actually, he needs to beat some sense to Dominic as a respect.
Yo, am I the only one who got severely upset when Dominic said, "My dad said he was going to get a car for my birthday"?
I'm like, nigga,
and how do you think I felt when all my friends had businesses and I had a BMW? I'm like, what? That's what you're mad at?
I will be happy to have a BMW or Mercedes Benz. But I realized my dad had a BMW, and I don't like it that I only had to get premium gas, and which is expensive as heck. And no, I can't. And
now this is what I will happen. Now, And this is if the Judgment Day doesn't get involved.
That's
Hopefully they get.
the only thing that I'm worried.
That's the because for real, that's the only way that Dom's gonna
But
win.
I don't think so because Finn Balor for Sunday, he's gonna be turning to the demon and versus Edge at
But
Hell in a Cell.
what's Priest gonna do?
I think
What's
he's
he
gonna.
doing?
I think Priest is gonna be part of the battle royal tonight.
Yeah, but that don't mean nothing about WrestleMania. He can still interfere.
Well, that's true, but
You know,
Finn probably not going to be able to show up because he's trying to prepare his match with Edge. But
well, I will say if there's no interference, because that's the only way Dom can win.
Rhea not going to be
Because,
because she has her match.
exactly. Now, let's just say let's entertain the idea that it's just going to be mano y mano.
But I think
Dom is not going to Dom. It wouldn't be realistic for Dom. You say what?
The God of Fantasma. They probably might show up.
Well, I'll say this.
I'm trying to be on his Ray corner because they respect him as a wrestler.
Right, all right, right. Old boy might show up too if there's any interference. So yeah, but I'll say this. Interference is Dom's only hope because let's because just him versus Ray is very unrealistic for him winning because he's nowhere as good as a wrestler as Ray, like skill wise, like it really would be ridiculous because he can't out wrestle Ray. He can't out luchador that. He cannot. He cannot do anything better than his father can. You know, so literally, if it's mano y mano, it's literally going to be like a father like beating his son with a belt. It's like literally going to be an ass whooping, like straight the hell up. You know, so that if it's 1-on-1, Ray is winning, and probably won't break a sweat. Interference, Dom might win.
Yeah. But it might be something that the referee not going to see. So,
or he cheats. Yeah.
So the next one, the last one, to end the night, Saturday night, this is going to be a tag team showcase match. So probably like the winners will probably be the next challengers for the undisputed tag team match.
Who's in that match?
Is I think this is going to be a fatal 4-way tag team. So it's Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy versus the Viking Raiders. And I'm predicting Ricochet and Braun Strowman. I'm gonna be honest. It's between them or Street Profits.
I think so too. You know, I think Ricochet and Braun might could take that. You know, Street Profits are my favorite tag team right now. You know, but I think but Ricochet is one of my favorite wrestlers right now because, like, I mean, shoot. But he's same that and he's but I like Braun and Ricochet together. You know, and the thing is, I really, really, really like Chad Gable. He's entertaining. He's this generation's Kurt Angle in a sense. But the only reason why I wouldn't pick them is because I low key feel like that tag team is slowly breaking up in a sense.
And actually, I don't like Chad Gable ever since Kurt Angle's birthday, and Chad showed up.
I mean, I like him because I think he's turning into he's in that lane. He's just entertaining. There's people who I notice people who I'm supposed to hate, I end up liking because I hate them. You know, as weird as that sound. Like I like LA Knight a lot. You know, that guy is dope. They need to get back behind that dude. You know, but anyways. Braun and Ricochet might take that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if Street Profits pull it off. So it's between them. But you know, Braun and Ricochet been building up for quite a while now. So I think that this may be a time they cash in on the buzz. You know.
Okay, so that ends Saturday night.
Oh dang! I forgot. There's a whole nother day.
It's 2 days. It's 2 days. You got to remember,
Oh
it's
yeah.
a 2 day thing. This is extravaganza.
I mean, should we think? Do we think the pandemic era for that? Because
Yes, they never did
literally
2 days.
until the pandemic, it
Yeah,
became 2 days.
and
So
then
now,
2 days, everybody liked it. I was like, "Why you make this bigger? More matches."
right?
So for Sunday,
Hmm.
Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes.
Right. All right. So Cody's winning.
I think
This
it's
is
Cody.
Cody is winning. Cody's winning because this goes. Cody's winning because this goes back to the Usos and Sami Zayn and Kevin. This is the end of the story. This is going to be the stake that goes through the soul, through the heart of the bloodline. Things are already rocky.
Mm-hmm. And I have a source that Cody Rhodes will have that title, and this is going to be planned because Roman Reigns is going to be on hiatus, and after WrestleMania, he's going to be out off the grid for months. I
Well, he
think the
didn't.
only time he will come back is definitely SummerSlam. So he's
Well,
gonna
he didn't wrestle like that. No way. It's like he wrestled every second pay-per-view. you know. But anyhow, I have a source myself that after Cody wins these titles, there is going to be a new title design unveiled because the titles will be unified. Now, there's rumors and speculation because there's been some mock-up drawings floating around. Some of them fan-made, and some of them are rumored to be, leaked plans of what this title may look like. And some of them look very dope, and some of them look like garbage. But this is what I'm hoping, because I remember years and years back when Cody actually retired this title here and brought back the classic design of the Intercontinental title. So there are rumors that he is going to be bringing back the winged eagle design when he wins the title, and I am here for that. Like straight up, that would be fire if he brings that back. But that's what my source says.
easy, Lavender, easy. Okay, so the next one, my favorite, Bianca Belair versus Oscar for the Raw Women's Championship, and that's definitely, I believe, Bianca Belair because the last two WrestleManias she won, so she was 2-0. So I think it's going to be a three-peat.
You think?
Yes, I think she will keep that streak. But I know Oscar, she was the champion, and she's very good at it. And now the return with her with the strange face paint and stuff like that with the mask and everything. Um, I think if she loses this belt to Oscar, I think it's gonna shock everybody. But what I've heard from the interview that that Bianca did, she feels like this is like the most important match ever because she is it's like this is like, I would say she's like the history maker. She, and especially with WrestleMania.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Now,
I'll say this.
since she won the last two WrestleManias, and if she wins, it'd be a 3-0.
Yeah. Well, I'll say this. I wouldn't be surprised if Asuka won because Asuka is a freaking monster in that ring. She's already like a solidified like legend. Her resume was heavy before she got to the WWE.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? championships out the wazoo, and like for real, just her character, her demeanor, just like I can already tell she's in the way they're playing it. She's in Bianca's head. I wouldn't be surprised because Asuka is that good that she could beat her on a technical standpoint. But at the same time, who do I want to win? I want Bianca to win.
Yes.
I want her to retain. This is another one of those matches. I don't know what's going to happen. It can go either way. But I would not be surprised at either direction it went because there's validity on both sides.
Mm-hmm. Okay, next one. This is a triple threat match for the Intercontinental Championship.
I cannot wait for this one. This is the one.
Drew McIntyre versus Sheamus.
The slug match. Because him and Sheamus had a classic at WrestleMania for that title. Now,
but I think Drew and Sheamus is probably going to knock Gunther out. They try to work together, Gunther out, and then all of a sudden be both of them going to be going against each other. But I think it's going to be some type of tie going on.
I think you're half right. Reason I say that, they're going to take Gunther out temporarily. Mm-hmm. It's going to come down to Sheamus and Drew. They're going to spend so much time beating the mess out of each other. Once one of them hits a signature move on each other, Gunther is going to slide in and pick up the scraps and pick the win up. I think Drew and Sheamus are going to beat the heck out of each other, and Gunther is going to reap the benefits. Mm-hmm. That's what I think is going to happen. Mm-hmm. They're going to take Gunther out. Gunther is probably going to be, they're going to bust Gunther up, and he's going to be out for a good portion of the match. So either a bro kick or a Claymore is going to happen to either Drew or Sheamus.
Yeah.
To the point, Gunther has been out so long, we low-key forget about him. Mm-hmm. Soon as one of them kicks happen, here come Gunther sliding into the ring with the cover. 1, 2, 3. He just retained. That's what I think is going to happen.
Well, we'll find out about that. Now, next one is, of course, the Demon Finn Balor versus Edge in a Hell in a Cell match.
I got sauces! Sister Demon's coming. Mm-hmm. I got sauces that Edge is going to be accompanied to the ring by Gangrel and Christian to reunite the Brood, to fully bring the darkness out. I got sources that this is going to happen. It may or may not. It's not confirmed. But the rumor is there's going to be a Brood reunion at WrestleMania.
Wow.
I will feel like I'm 8 years old again. If that happens.
The bloodbath and everything.
Straight up. If I see that vampire next to Edge and Christian walking down that ring to that ring, I am going to be a full-fledged fan again.
I can't wait for that match. It's going to be interesting. I don't know who's going to win, but it's just either way with these two.
Yeah, especially because Finn is nice.
When he became the Demon, he's undefeated.
Yeah, and Finn is nice, yo. And I'm upset that he hasn't been in the title picture since he had to give the title up because of that injury. He was the first Universal Champion.
Yeah, so it's either way with these two. But I think the interest is going to be nuts.
Oh, yeah. That's low-key. That's low-key the same way, literally the same way in the Super Bowl people watch for the commercials. A lot of people watch for the entrances.
Like, cause they go very like over the top on these entrances. Like I can't wait to see what Bianca entrance is going to be this time because
I
last
hear
year we got the college band.
well, she's gonna be lower. I heard she's gonna be lowered down to the ring on like a long hair extension. Like it's like no, I'm playing. I'm joking. But anyway,
It's be hard because how's she gonna whip her hair like that? Like
it's not gonna be her hair. She's gonna never mind.
I know it's not gonna be her. She does have long hair naturally, but
yeah, I'm talking about but I'm talking about the hair she'd be lowered down
braid.
on. The hair she'd be lowered down to on would be separate from what's on her head. It wouldn't be like the hair she has on her head.
It's combined in the way they put it in there. I know how it works.
Okay, I'm not talking about the stuff on her head. I'm talking about what she'd be lowered to the ring
But
with.
she does make her own
Anyway.
gear, and I really like how she designed her gears and stuff. And I've been seeing the behind the scenes or how she designed her gears, and I do follow her on YouTube. And her gear is so amazing. Like she didn't need nobody design her gear. She did that, and I'm happy that she can do a lot of things when she's doing wrestling. She designs her outfit. She even designed her husband Montez on the Elimination Chamber.
That's dope.
So so she hold it down on the sewing machine. Okay.
Can I ask you something?
What?
Montez Ford and Bianca versus Edge and Beth Phoenix wins.
That might be interesting if they bring back the mixed tag team tournament.
Who wins in that match?
I don't really know. Because they actually talked. They actually talked about it. It was like they were thinking they're going to do a storyline together, but they actually said no. They want to keep that separate because they don't want their personal life all in there, all in the match, and they're going to be bringing that at home. So that's so.
I don't. Well, shit. Well, Bianca's the one talking about she wants to do a tag match with Montez. She said she wants to do a spot where she bench presses Montez like this and throws him on to somebody. So, I mean, dang. So
we'll figure it out once their show starts on Hulu.
I'll leave that to you. You can be the reality portion.
Okay, the next one. Oh, this is going to be a big one. Brock Lesnar versus Omos, the Nigerian Giant. I think the weigh-in was stupid.
I didn't even see a weigh-in.
It happened on Raw this week, and they were.
I'm gonna have to watch the clip, but I will say
they didn't need do no damn.
They're really trying to. I noticed the Vince.
Because the last time Brock Lesnar did weigh in, they asked him to do the gear. He showed up with his jeans, cowboy hat, and everything. Yeah. And he in the weigh in this week, he did the same thing. He wasn't worried about the weigh in. He was worried about beating Omar's ass.
I gotta see. I mean, I gotta see what Omar does. It's like they're really, 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 really trying to push the next giant, But the only reason why I see Omos would win is just because they're setting up for the Hurt Business 2.0.
Yeah.
Really. So, which I am here for. I would love, because I really think they broke them up way too damn early. I would have loved to have seen Hurt Business versus Bloodline. But
we need more black teams.
Anyhow, but realistically, if we're just going off of pure wrestling skill, I don't see Omos beating Brock.
No. It's gonna be shocking lifting a very tall man over 416 pounds.
I mean, it's not shocking to me.
On the F5.
It's not shocking to me. He did it to Big Show. Big Show bigger than him. Big Show was heavier. Omos got Big Show by like 1-2 inches in height, but like still, this is stuff Brock has done before. He's taken giants and made them look like cruiserweights.
Yeah, because I was shocked. I shocked myself seeing that lifting a very tall person.
I remember when Goldberg gave Big Show to Jack Hammer back in WCW.
Mm-hmm.
Shoot, crazy. But I say, just for the sake of prediction, I got Brock winning.
I think Brock will get that too, but it's kind of interesting because this is almost like a not really a David Goliath type of match.
Yeah, 'cause who the heck is David? Brock? No. This is like I would say this is more like King Kong versus Godzilla.
Oh well, yeah, that'd be interesting. Okay, the last match for Sunday. This is a women's tag team showcase match. The winner will be the next contender of the women's tag team championship. Um, it's Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natalia and Shotzi versus Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green.
Ronda and Shayna mopping all in. To me, if we're
Oh,
being
cause
realistic,
they already been broken people's elbows and
like
noses.
if we're being real, if we're being realistic in a shoot, all of them are getting mopped by them two women.
Yeah.
But if we're being realistic and literally in real life, Shayna and Ronda will walk up and they'll be like, "All right, you take that side, I'm gonna take this side. See you in about 5 minutes." You know what I mean? But I ain't going front. The Ronda and Shayna are really the only team I really been kept keeping up with. I really don't know how those other folks work with each other. I know I do not like Sonya. I don't like her.
I don't like that bitch either.
I really do not like her. But because I still ain't got over that if she pulled on Naomi. I still ain't got over that.
What
But
Naomi?
yes.
Yeah, that well, she's no longer the official, so thank the Lord. Because she got fired from that. Okay. But yeah, I think it was Ronda and Shayna, my prediction as well, because from people from broken noses, broken hands, broken elbows, I don't see them do anything with Chelsea Green and Sonya yet. But I think it's gonna be a lot of bone breaking going on. And a lot of submissions.
I like all that stuff. All right, well, yeah, that was an easy match to predict. What's the next one?
Well, this is that was all the matches for Saturday and Sunday for the night. But here is NXT Stand and Deliver.
What we got?
We got Braun Breaker and Carmella Hayes for the NXT title.
The product of the Steiners versus the up and coming brother.
And they showed up in the same class.
I know, right? I will say this, Braun. He been on the tear. Like I think he's held that title long enough. I think he's about to cross over to the main roster. He's about to make that because I still remember when Keith Lee was the North American and NXT champion. He didn't even enjoy that reign of having two belts until they put him on the main roster immediately, and they still did him. They still ended up doing him wrong. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. Different discussion. But I think he's about to transition over into the main roster, and he's gonna have to drop that belt off somewhere. So I really think old boy is gonna get the title. I think he's gonna get the title just off of the pure fact I think Braun is gonna make that crossover to the main roster.
Yeah, because he had a great time on Raw last year.
Mm-hmm.
The Raw after WrestleMania, after he inducted his father for the Hall of Fame that weekend. So he had a great moments about that last year.
Which one of them is his father again?
Oh, I forgot his name, but he showed up as one of the storylines later on that time.
Is what was it, Rick Steiner?
I think so.
Because I know he uses Rick Steiner submission.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah,
and Scott Steiner, because he was on the table for 3 with the Steiner brothers. And Scott was joking with him like, you stole my ring gear, right? Or some stuff like that. But anyways, neither here nor there. All I know is he come from them. But anyways,
so that was a great moment for him last year, and
so
his father, and then his father joined it for a storyline. He was kidnapped,
but
it was So that I think Carmelo Hayes probably might get the title.
Mm-hmm.
He been a breakout star since the breakout tournament. He been in the North American champion for like the longest.
Yeah.
I think he will get that title next for that.
Yeah, I think he will get it.
Yeah, the next match is Roxanne Perez, Zoe Starks, Gigi Dolan, Tiffany Stratton, Laura Vaquera, and Indy Hartwell for a ladder match for the NXT Women's Championship title. Now, the reason why they made this a title match, Roxy Perez was in an injury. She collapsed last week.
I seen.
And for health regulations, she supposed to have no choice but to relinquish her title. And they did a tournament to fight for the title. She came out the clear.
Wait a minute.
Told her to bring her in the match. She will still keep her title, but she has to defend it.
So she's back in.
Back in the match, and she has to defend the title. She still got to.
Good. So wait, so old girl is in the match that she beat for the title, right?
Who?
My girl that she beat for the title. She's in the match too, right?
There's Zoe Starks. She lost that title. Gigi Dowan, she did it with a triple threat and lost that. Tiffany Stratton, that's her first title match.
Who did she beat for the title where she collapsed?
She's a legend. She's a
yes, that's what I mean. Like I remember her from WCW.
And she was supposed to be she was a tag team partner before. It was a tag team match before that, before they became the match. But it was like returning a favor. And she just collapsed from dehydration and also mental health, like anxiety.
Yeah. I think she should have been in the for real. I think she should have been in the match for real. Hold on, let me see. What is old girl's name? I'm gonna find.
I forgot. It starts with an M. Is Miko?
I'm so mad, but anyways, yeah. She's one of the goats, yo. I think whole time she need to be in the main roster just so she can get her issue off.
She's been back and forth with Japan. They be putting her the Japan wrestling.
I know, but like I'm just saying, because I know her and Oscar had squared off before back in Japan and all that. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, they need to get a WWE match though, just so they can get that light, you know. Mm-hmm. But anyways, neither here nor there. I don't know who's gonna come out in that match. That's anybody's game. Those ladder matches are unpredictable, but
hope she doesn't collapse again. That's all I'm saying right now.
She might win that, just because she was an underdog firstly, and I think everybody wants her to retain. Everybody wants her to win, kind of. So she may come out with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so.
Next is this is kind of like a 5-way fatal for the North American title. Wes Lee, Dragon Lee, JD Madonna, Aja Dragunov, Axiom.
Something's telling me to not go against Wesley.
I don't know why he's doing all these opening challenges. I know that he got a lot. He wants to show that he has a lot to prove to be a fighting champion and be able to like compete with the best.
Something is telling me not to go against that guy.
But he was doing too much. To be honest, Wesley been doing too much.
I mean, yeah.
challenges every week. I know he wants to do all that, but I'm hoping that this will be the end of these open challenges with if he wins again.
Well, I will say, I remember back in WCW, Booker T had said when he won the world title that he was going to defend that title every week and so on and so forth to show he's a fighting champion. He said that was the worst decision he ever did. He was tired.
He don't be ready.
Or maybe it's either one of them said it. I think he said, but I can't remember if he actually did or they prevented him. But he said that was he tried it on another occasion, but they kind of roadblocked it. He said he's glad that they did or whatever. But anyways, yeah, I rock with Wesley. I'll say he'll take it.
Yeah, he just I think because I love about him because he's hungry.
Mm-hmm.
And he has that heart. He has that passion. I think with him, he is one of the chances that he will switch to the main roster sooner than later.
More than likely.
Okay. Next is the tag team title match.
What are we doing?
Gallus. This is a triple threat. Gallus, the Creed brothers, and the D'Angelo family.
Ooh. Creed brothers.
Well, the Creed brothers got the title before.
I don't know. And the thing is, I'm picking them for no specific reason. I'm just literally going off of what I'm feeling at the moment.
Well, since it's a triple threat match and their rule states there is no disqualifications and no countouts.
Don't mind me. I just want people to see my head.
Of course, you plug in the hat in the screen. Lovely. I don't know. I'm thinking the Creed brothers might get this belt again.
Is there anything else on the line?
Well, this one's the women's tag team titles: Fallon Henley and Kiana James versus Alba Fire and Isla Dawn. I think Alba Fire and Isla will get the titles. Because Fallon and Kiana, I think there's something's going to go down between them two. They're not going to be able to. I think they're going to be arguing because Fallon thinks that Kiana is using her boyfriend. So I think it's some type of, there's going to be some arguing going on between those two, and it's going to end up something interesting. I think Kiana probably going to heel on Fallon at the end if they lose this. Alba and Isla is good because I like Alba, to be honest. She's very she's dominant in her own way, but she knows how to get things done.
Yeah.
So I predict Alba and Isla will get that title in my own eyes. And based on what I've seen through the storylines between Fallon and Kiana, I think it's not going to go well with them. It's going to be a lot of distractions going on in between them two, and it's going to probably be another heel going on.
Sounds good.
Okay. Next one. This is going to be an unsanctioned match. Versus Johnny Gargano versus Grayson Waller. Okay, be honest, Grayson Waller, I don't like him. He's a jerk, but I like the themes. I like his theme music. But the beat was fire. I like the beat. Okay, the beat was fire. Okay,
Okay.
but I think Johnny will win this match. They've been going at it for over a
Of
year.
course, Johnny is gonna win this match. Yeah,
Shawn Michaels sent him over. They've been going at it for over a year since he was announcing that he was leaving because his wife Candice had a baby and and he has to leave NXT, which surprisingly it was kind of like a inside announcement that he doesn't know came in the Raw roster.
Yep. Oh
So
yeah.
so before he left NXT, Grayson came and start hitting Johnny, threw him over the announcement desk, and blah blah blah. And that's how that whole rival started. That's why Johnny came back to finish Grayson because of his jerk, arrogant, egotistical ways. And I something
Yeah.
I wish he just shut the hell up. And like the audience did say, tell him to shut the hell up.
Well, like I said, there's really nothing much to say. I mean, I think Johnny's winning that too. So.
And then the last match here. Now this is a mixed 8-person tag team match. You got members of Chase University, Andre Chase, Duke Hudson, and Thea Hay, and you got Tyler Bate in the midst. First is Schism, but this is Ava Rock's daughter in-ring debut.
It's about time. I've been wanting to see what she can do in there.
She's been on the sidelines for months, and I was like, when is this going to be her time to get on the ring? If she got into NXT, we got to know what she got.
She got a lot to live up to.
Especially under her father's shadow. We can't just get her in because she's a father of a legend. No.
Yeah, you gotta still be good.
Especially with this audience that's like we said, the NXT audience is very unforgiving. They will tell you like it is.
Yeah.
If she screwed this match up, they're gonna say she can't wrestle. It did that with Eva Marie.
Oh my gosh, that would be
she
crazy.
Can't wrestle. That will be. It will hit Twitter. It will go freaking viral on social media.
No, they're gonna chant that every week when she comes out.
I don't even know how The Rock is going to react or what his response is.
Well, I will say this: he's probably going to encourage it because The Rock wasn't popular overnight.
It really wasn't.
So he had to literally find himself, or get the opportunity to be more of himself rather than something that they're trying to force on people. So I want to say Ava's still doing that because kind of like The Rock, he really started getting over when he was in a faction. The Nation. So now she's in a faction. The only difference is The Rock came out solo and then joined one, and she came out in a faction. But I'm really curious to see what she becomes. So yeah.
Well, we'll figure that out by tomorrow and see what's going down. Okay, so that's the matchup for these events for this weekend. So we're gonna probably say like maybe one or two WWE moments So we can probably just tell you. You can start by what is your kind of like one of your favorite moments, and either not only just but also like Raw or SmackDown.
I don't know. I will say one of my favorite matches of all time was Shelton Benjamin versus Shawn Michaels on Raw.
Mm-hmm.
Classic freaking match. That joint is viral on YouTube, yo. That they should have used that match to friggin'. They had so much. Shawn Michaels literally gave him the gateway to push Shelton Benjamin, but I blame Vince. But anyways, that was a classic match. But favorite moments, favorite match, but moments. All right, a moment I won't forget. 1999, early 1999, I think this happened. One of the earlier episodes of SmackDown, not too long after SmackDown's inception. I watched a tag team match. It was The Rock and Mankind versus The Big Show and The Undertaker. In a tag team buried alive match. Literally, Big Show and Mankind fought up the ramp. Big Show grabbed Mankind, and when I say he threw this dude at least 15 to 20 feet off the stage and into the damn grave. Whew. It like, as a kid, I'm like, whoa, he threw him very far. So I've never seen a grown man thrown that far in my life. I've never seen a man thrown that far in my life. And I was like 8 when I seen that. So, and the thing is, when he threw him, he landed in the grave. So, whew, that was one off the top of my head. I had plenty more, but that was
one. Sorry about that. I had a little technical difficulties in the background. I had to mute it. But one of the shocking moments I see was happened on WrestleMania when Brock Lesnar took away Undertaker's streak. It shocked the whole world.
It shouldn't have been Brock though, in my opinion. But it was Vince. It was Vince's idea. There's a matter of fact, and yes, it was shocking. I still remember that dude who became a meme that day. His face expression. But,
yeah, when the audience, that the camera pointed to the one in the audience, it was like,
yeah, crazy. But what are there any other WrestleMania outcomes you think was the wrong decision?
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I will talk about last year when they had Johnny Knoxville and Sami Zayn. That wasn't really a match. That was not really a match.
That was a comedic show.
It was just that got wee man in the midst and mouse traps and a taser. Oh my god, like it wasn't really a match.
Well, I don't think that was last year, but yeah.
Yeah, that was last year.
That was last year?
That was last year.
Shit. Well, I'll say this. WrestleMania 19. Triple H defends the title against Booker T. Booker T should have won that match.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got robbed.
Booker T should have won that shit. It made no sense that Triple H won. I don't see how Triple H won. Booker T should have won the title off of Triple H that year. Period. And there's no way anybody could make Triple H win and make any kind of sense to me.
Well, yeah. But speaking some other moments, it's not really like a WrestleMania moment, but it happened either Raw or SmackDown. I think it's happened in the SmackDown, and this was on during like a 4th of July. And it was like a few years back. Wale came and referee. It was a rap battle. Okay, got New Day versus the Usos.
That's funny as heck.
I was like, okay, they bringing rap battles in the mix down. I'm like, but here's the thing.
I mean, John Cena was already doing that stuff. So
Yeah, I know, but actually came back and did the actual rap battles. Like, I would give the Usos a hand clap because they were really went in, and it's not only funny, but it actually made it was just funny. I would say it was funny. Some like, even though it's kind of like you can't really curse, they was trying to like filter that up, but they really know how to work well with the mic. Really know well with these promos because they always on point on that.
Oh yeah,
they did that using these punchlines, and especially if you seen the reality show Total Divas, Jimmy actually did a stand-up comedy set at the comedy store in LA.
I saw it on YouTube. So.
Yeah. So he was funny outside the ring as well. So he's trying to use his crazy jokes and put it on in the ring in the rap battle. But when he used as his brother, he didn't do as much. But Jimmy has a lot to say.
Yeah. Yes. He does.
Like you knew they didn't really do as much of the rap battle when they did the rap battle when Wale was judging. But the Uso really killed it.
Yeah.
And I kind of wish that there were actual rap battles in WrestleMania because that
between who?
No, I was thinking they should. And
who's gonna be rapping?
Championship belt for that. And
well, I don't think that's gonna work because a lot of people
all these underground rap battles that's going on around here.
Well, the only reason it would have to be like off-site or something like that because I feel like it wouldn't go over well at WrestleMania because there's not gonna be a lot of people there for the rap battle. They're gonna be like, "Come on, get to the wrestling."
For WrestleMania, you don't really know what's going down. You never know.
But yeah,
performances going on. But
I mean, if it's like a 1 year thing or one and done thing, yeah. But that would make sense. But they had to make it tie in somehow. It would have to make sense.
Yeah.
And then all right. Here's one thing I disagree with. How come every time a black champion is prospering, they send, and this was under the ruling of Vince McMahon, they send Brock Lesnar down there to squash him?
I don't really know.
Why did they do Kofi like that, firstly? Why, when Kofi was on an illustrious tear, you send Brock down there to clean him up in 20 seconds? Why, when Bianca is doing good, you send Becky Lynch's ass down there at SummerSlam to clean her up in 15 seconds? Granted, it led to Bianca having one of the longest reign of a black champion, but that ain't the point. Why the heck? You could at least have her lose honorably. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that
used to make me mad. And granted,
I think it was disrespectful.
Granted, Bianca didn't have that long tear of a title reign that she's on right now until after Vince left. Just saying. I'm just saying, there's a pattern.
Man, I think it's kind of disrespectful. It just like to
Very.
caught a lot of people off guard. I think it's kind of like it shows them that that might be the next storyline that we have to go by with.
And then they just use Rock. And granted, and I think they fired Shane for this because I completely hate how they forced the Brock Lesnar and Roman Reigns thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Brock go and gets his ass beat for one title, and how at the Royal Rumble, and then how the hell does he get a last minute Royal Rumble entry? By then, all the entries need to be filled up. So you mean to tell me he gets a last minute entry, somehow there's a spot left open? By the whim, there's an opening in the Rumble, and he goes down there and eliminates 15, 16, 17 people to win.
I think there was one there, but I think someone got injured or unable to make it, so they had to fill that gap. And they just actually, or just say, "Oh, might as well put that in there."
Yeah.
Probably some stirs on social media. It might stir some stirs on the blog.
No. It pissed everybody. I was mad. That year in wrestling did not make sense. 2021 did not make sense. or 22, whatever that happened. Did not make sense in wrestling. It was so much stuff being forced. I was thoroughly upset. The only thing that was good about that year is Brock Lesnar drove a bulldozer to the ring.
Yeah, and that was Summers.
And it's still... I'm done.
Yeah, that was very interesting. They tried to use the bulldozer trying to keep him down, trying to be the last man standing, but
And it took 3 people to beat him. So
it took... I know it's no disqualification on that match. That will kind of piss me off. There's like an advantage that Usos comes in and starts kicking
out of Roman's 40 title defenses or 30 title defenses and really 30 matches over the span of 3 years. If I had that schedule, I'd be champion too for 500-700 some odd days. He don't wrestle except on every third pay-per-view of the year. But anyways, out of those 30 matches, he's probably won 5 or 6 of them by himself. That's not a good record. But anyways, I digress.
Well, I guess we need to get ready to wrap up because we're going to get ready to kick off the WrestleMania weekend night. Of course, the Hall of Fame. There's 5 people inducted. I think 4 or 5 people inducted this year. Of course, Rey Mysterio, but it's gonna be a twist, and I can't wait to see that twist. And if you have Peacock, that's where everything from the Hall of Fame, the NXT Stand and Deliver, and WrestleMania will be streaming. So yeah, that is it, everybody.
I would like to, before we go, this is Shorn's happy hour, right?
Yeah.
I would like to propose a toast here. Let me replenish my champagne real quick.
I'll wait for you.
All right. So I would like to propose a tiggity toast as I raise this glass here.
Okay, do your toast moment.
I like to propose a toast. I think the first toast, real toast that was made on here, I'm glad to see. Look, I did it first, like Rachel. So, like to raise a toast to your second successful episode. I'm glad and honored to kick off the first 2 episodes of the... You can't drink. I ain't done the toast yet.
I'm sorry. I need a sip. Cause I'm trying not to cry. My eyes is watering.
Right? No. You ain't. No, you better hold that.
I'll hold
don't sit to hold back the emotion. You're gonna take this toast.
I am taking the damn toast. Nuts.
So, anyways, I'm honored to be a part of this. I'm glad to kick off this series with you, and I'm glad to be a part of your first 2 of the rest of your successful episodes. The first and second episodes are success, and I cannot wait until to see the flourishment and success of this series here, because I know what's going to happen next week on the show, and I will be tuned the heck in. Oh, I'm honed in. We only do this on a no filter show. Hold on. No, come back.
I had to adjust myself real quick. I had to turn the camera off. I don't want people seeing me doing that. But,
understandable.
Yeah.
Let me get back to the toast. So anyhow, I know what's happening next week. I don't think you haven't announced it yet, so I'm not going to announce it. But all I know is I'm excited for next week for Shorn's Happy Hour. Success for everything we got coming up. BBF, we lit. We taking the hell over as we always do.
I am definitely gonna make that announcement since she ain't here, but I can make this announcement. Next week I have a special guest. She's the newest member of Beat Sparks and Faith, and I am glad to have her in there. We need more women in the team. Thank the Lord.
You've been holding it down for a minute, huh?
I know. I did most of the work, but someone else to take the reins.
She's been holding it down for the women.
Yes, so she's a singer-songwriter. She's very pretty, and she's so warm-hearted and humble. Leticia Soul will be the next co-host next week.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of girl talk going on. Going to be some girl talk. Yes.
Lord.
Anyhow, the girl talk edition.
Anyhow, much love to Leticia Soul. She said, "Hey, just stop sipping. I'm not done yet. You better hold that dang drink till I finish this toast.
I'm almost done with
You better hold it until this toast is done.
I thought you was like,
until I say cheers. That's what we can sip.
Okay.
Anyhow, shouts out to Leticia, Grind, MC Rest, TMG, Adonis, the whole team. Just dropped the video, an alternate cut of the video with Adonis. That joint it's about to hit 10K in just a few days. It's only been out a few days, And shouts out to the Blue Check Gang. We out here. Because yesterday's price ain't today's price. That's for dang sure. Right, Shorty?
Yes. So hopefully y'all catch this live, but there is replay. So make sure you catch it on our both channels on Facebook and YouTube. And it's also available Spotify and available podcast platforms. Please watch Spotify. I need more plays so I can get monetized, please.
Oh, Shorn.
What?
Cheers.
And also buy merch. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Buy merch and
get that. Get that. You see this album back there? Make sure y'all get that. Keep getting it and streaming it and such.
Yeah.
Do that.
Get the merch. Check out Asylum. Very good. Did we did it?
Not yet.
Damn.
We're good.
I was ready. We like that inch.
I'm actually waiting for the numbers from all the platforms to come through. Because granted, accumulated, you get, because this accolades for total streams and sales total that's coming from Spotify, Apple, YouTube Music, all that stuff. So once I tally them up, I'll get that.
Well, so this concludes our happy hour. We gotta get ready to kick off we still got SmackDown going on, but I'm only gonna watch that on Hulu tomorrow after Stand and Deliver. That way I will know what the hell is going on. But yeah, so make sure you can catch me on social media because I probably might go all out taking pictures of the food that I cooked for this party. And of course, I see my daughter standing behind me trying to drink. What the heck you drinking?
It's a family affair, everybody.
Yes, first my son, making noise in the kitchen, and I had to make him say hi. You hear that in the background in the beginning of the show. Now my crazy daughter in the background. And
yeah. See, y'all get the exclusive. Y'all see everything Shorn is about. Y'all see her children. Y'all see her bunny. Y'all see everything.
Yes. And like you didn't see my man yet, so yeah. So this is an interesting show, ladies and gentlemen. So you never know what's going down when it's live on the show.
Yeah. So in the words of Mick Foley, have a nice day.
Until the next episode, gentlemen, ladies and gents. I'm Shorn. I'm on the button. Let me wrap up, please.
That's a sound bite for you. That's a viral clip. Like when you're trying to work, but you gotta be a parent.
Yes, I'm trying to sign off. So until the next episode, ladies and gents, hopefully there will be no interruptions. But I'm Shorn Marshall.
And I am K Quick, and you have tuned in to another fire episode of Shorn's Happy Hour. And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. We out. Wow, she beatboxed the theme music.
All right. See y'all next week, guys. Bye.
If you're somebody!